Hi, I'm Christina Fitch, and I wanted to give a video testimonial of the Flip Savior Mentorship Program and tell you a little bit about myself, where I currently am in my real estate journey, and where I think I would be today if I didn't partner and join the mentorship with the Flip Savior team. A little bit about myself and my background story is I was brought up in a lower middle class family. My dad joined the military right out of high school, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. So we were, based off of a single sourced income. And I wasn't really taught anything about financial literacy whenever I was growing up. And I didn't think investing into real estate was ever a goal or something that was attainable, because I thought you had to have millions and millions of dollars to be able to even start that journey. And, even in my family, my dad never went to college. My mom went to college for a couple years, but never graduated. So even in my realities, I didn't even think college was attainable, nor was it really ever anything that was pushed in my family. So, when I thought about my future, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really have a goal. And being, young and naive, I didn't really think about, what my future held. And when I was 18, I became pregnant with my son, and things, took obviously a huge turn in my life. And I really had to think about, now I had another human being that I had to take care of, and I started to really, get back into reality that I had to start thinking about the future. And my parents ended up moving from Texas, and we ended up in Arkansas. And so when I moved to Arkansas in my early 20s, I decided that I was going to start trying to build my career. I started my career almost 20 years ago in corporate America, starting at the Walmart home office here in Bentonville, Arkansas. And I've been in corporate America ever since. I also went to college and got my bachelor's degree early on in my career, because I thought, that was the reality of my life, is just working 9 to 5, being paid by someone else until I retired. And it didn't come to realization until about, I guess when COVID happened, but when I came to a realization that I didn't want to work for someone else anymore and have that instability and that unknown if I would be employed for the rest of my life and being able to be financially stable. And that's when I had decided that I wanted to look into different avenues to be able to provide generational wealth and really learn about financial literacy and how can I provide for my family after, I'm not even here. So I actually opened up my own business. And so I was actually working and grinding, and, having an online business was not easy. And, with all the effort, I just wasn't seeing any of the returns that I really needed to be able to be on my own. And that's when I stumbled across learning about real estate and joined a lot of local real estate groups, read a lot of articles, blogs, books, and, really came to the understanding that real estate is attainable for anyone. And even for me, and I didn't need the millions of dollars, like I mentioned earlier, to be able to start investing in real estate and being successful. So, based on coming to that realization and learning and understanding that this is now a reality and can be, something that can be very lucrative and something I can pass on to my son and to his kids, that's when I decided that I was, no longer going to do my business anymore, and that I was going to pivot and focus all of my spare time into learning and growing a network in the real estate industry. And so based on, going to some of the mentorship classes and also networking with a few folks, I came across the Flip Savior Mentorship Program, who, for me, it wasn't a normal, I don't want to say normal, that's probably not the right word to say. So it wasn't your typical mentorship program, where what I was seeing is that there was other we'll just call it industry real estate gurus who were, saying that if you signed up and you paid $20,000, then you can join their mentorship program where they, you'd have access to all these videos, tutorials, being able to go to conferences. But it didn't really resonate with me that it was going to be someone who was going to be with you along every step of the way, and that they were really going to be holding your hand and being able to be an actual partner and a mentor who was actually going to make you successful. It seemed like they just wanted to take your money and then you're pretty much going to be on your own after a year. And it wasn't going to be personable, and it wasn't really going to be something that I felt would have made me very accountable and successful in my real estate career. So I say all that to say that the Flip Savior Mentorship Program was where they actually would be with you for every step of the way. They would be able to guide you, teach you, as well as actually invest in a property with you so that you're actually taking action and you're not just in paralysis analysis for months and months and months. And so that's what really intrigued me into learning more about what they were offering, what they were providing. And in my, I really had a strong feeling that this was the right approach, and was the right people that I should be teaming up with, and I should be, taking my next step and with joining their program. A few things about the Flip Savior Mentorship Program that I was really impressed with is that they are really personable with you. They are, they're very accessible. You can call them, text them, email them, set up conference calls whenever you needed any guidance, any support, any direction on where, what's next steps you need to take with your current process that you're in with them. And so, being able to have that invaluable resource and having someone that you can call whenever you needed any assistance, I feel like that's priceless. The Flip Savior Mentorship Program, they also provide you with a lot of invaluable tools and knowledge in order to be successful with fix and flips. And so far, what I've learned in my current process with my journey with them is they show you how to source specific type of realtors to help you purchase your first property. And they also help you understand how to analyze certain markets based on certain criteria that you're looking for, as well as understanding what your formula is going to be to plug in specific key information into this formula to understand what is that max offer you want to make on your first property purchase. And key parts of that formula does include really honing in and understanding how to calculate a rehab budget, which Flip Savior helped me navigate on how to itemize all of that cost, and so that I could have a holistic view of what should the purchase price of that property be, how much repairs is going to go into that property, and then lastly, understanding the competitive landscape and doing comp analysis of what our property is being sold for after you've repaired the property. And so that helps you understand the full picture of if that property is going to be profitable and if it's worth pursuing. My current process with the Flip Savior Mentorship Program is we were able to find a property where all the numbers made sense in the formula that I was speaking about earlier. We were able to identify what the max offer should be on the property, look at what the final rehab budget would be based on the scope of work and everything that needed to be repaired, and then also evaluated the comp analysis of that specific market and what it would sell for after everything was fixed and repaired. And so based on all that information, we put in our max offer and the sellers accepted. And so we went under contract and closed on the property several weeks ago. So currently now we are in the process of where we're interviewing several general contractors to see if they can accommodate the rehab budget that we've initially prepared. So that's the next steps that we're going to be pursuing this week. And then having, finally being able to make a decision and lock down on a GC and put them under contract and then start the work. So excited for this next phase, and this is probably going to be the hardest part is, being able to stay in budget and on time. So really excited to learn more, and I'll keep you guys posted. If I was to pursue a fix and flip project on my own and didn't partner with Flip Savior on the program, I probably would have never taken action. I would still be under analysis paralysis, trying to understand what my first step should be, and probably not, being able to pursue on actually finding a property and putting an offer on it, and, being at the stage that I am today. Or I would have made some bad decisions, I think, on if I did find a property. I probably wouldn't have known the exact formula and the numbers that I should be plugging in to understand that I am getting a really good deal on a property, and to understand how to create a specific rehab budget. I was really struggling with that part, even with having all the tools and resources available to me. So, not having all that at my fingertips and having the resources with the team on walking me through it, it would have been a huge challenge for me to being able to scope out the work that needed to be done. And now I'm really excited to learn about how to negotiate and talk with contractors so they're not taking advantage of you and trying to upcharge for their services, and making sure that we're really staying within budget and that the project's getting repaired in time, because it's really crucial that we're hitting those end numbers and that we are being profitable so that we can invest in future flips and roll over our profits into the next project. So, without the help of them, I think I would have really been struggling, and it would have been a challenge, and I would have, walked in blind, and not knowing exactly what I was getting myself into. I'm really excited about the next steps and getting this project across the finish line so we can get some offers in, get it sold, and then move on to the next couple of flips that I'll be partnering with the Flip Savior team over the next year. And really excited about what our future holds, and I couldn't have done any of this without that team and without their help and support. So really thankful for finding them and being able to pursue my dream and my goals, and I'm really excited to see where I'm going to be from 1, 3, or 5 years from now. So until next time, when I have my next updates after we're done with the next flip or two. Thanks.